We're live.
Woohoo! What is
We're
going
back.
on, guys? Why
Welcome,
did I
everybody.
add this on here? Oh, yeah. So, you got Dirk, you got Alex, and we do not have Bobby Legs. He had a family emergency they had to take care of. So, he promises to make it up and join us again in the future. But
I'm excited to have him, though.
as was I, but he called me earlier, maybe an hour ago, and kind of told me a little bit. And it's not just us he's bailing on. He canceled his normal live stream that's after this one. So yeah, no, he's going through some stuff. So we wish him the best, and we will have him on again. But this is his YouTube channel. If you're not familiar with him, I think a lot of people are, but he does some great stuff. He's got a bunch of subscribers now. Like, he's really kind of blown up-ish. But yeah, he's a good guy. So, and Chaz, thanks for swinging by. Wilson, what's up?
What's going on?
So yeah, there's a link to Bobby's channel in the description of this video, and I will just copy and paste really quick the link into the comments also, just so it's there. But don't click on that link now and go over there, because it'll take you away from here. So, don't do that. Go check him out later.
Yeah, when you can't forget a name like Bobby Legs.
No, you can't. And he's a good guy. We've been friends for a couple, 3 years. So yeah, it's good. He's a good guy and just got some stuff going on today. And he will join us again in the future. Detroit Spartan is here. Yes, Wilson beat you.
Nice to see you all. Thanks, everybody in the comment section, for joining us.
Yeah.
We're glad to see you guys, too. And I think me and Dirk were thinking we're just going to continue with the watch theme thing a little bit, since that's kind of what we were expecting to do anyways, right?
Yep, I think so. And I think we have a whole bunch of people in here because they all came to see Bobby, but Bobby's not here. So I'm hoping that you all kind of hang out with Alex and I for a little bit anyway. And we don't just go from, like, everybody just be like, peace out. So that would hurt my feelings. So don't do that. But
I don't know, man. We already got 10 people in here.
I know. Quick. I think it's a record. So Bobby, thanks for kind of getting
Jason from VC Edge.
Jason, what up, man?
What's going on, Jason? We got
out here. So Jason is getting ready to ship his, I guess, I don't know. The internet is calling it his Interface Gen 2. I am not sure if that's what he's calling it or not. I will find out, because I think I have a couple of people sending me their Gen 2s. I think actually somebody's going to have Jason send it to me first, and then I'm going to send it on to the person. So I'll get some more details on that interface from Jason when they start shipping. But he's getting ready to ship the latest one, and I'm excited to see it because the lock bar is different. One of the things people kind of mentioned on the VC Edges was the kind of puzzle piece looking part of the lock bar. Mm-hmm. And in this new one, it's just more of a straight cut lock bar that's more traditional, that people are more used to. So
I had no problem with the puzzle piece construction.
I had no problem either. Let me grab my.
I actually liked it. I thought it made the knife look unique, so I liked it.
So what we're talking about is, if we can see it here, it's kind of got this,
it's like keyed in.
There. It's like keyed in. So in the new one, it just basically goes straight across here and then ends. There's nothing back here on the backside of the clip from what the pictures and stuff I've seen. So I'm interested to see it because I'm sure there are some other nuances and whatnot. And I would love to see the action and whatnot of the latest madness and awesomeness from Jason at VC Edge. So stay tuned for that. I definitely will have one of the new generation models coming in at some point. CPM, what is up, man?
CPM's here. That's cool. Good to see you, buddy.
We'll all stay. Oh, Bruno says, we'll all stay if you don't talk about spring bars. What's a spring bar?
Spring bars.
I'm good with that. We'll not talk about stuff if it'll keep people here, because that's what it's all about.
I'd really actually like you to let me know why or what's the thing with the spring bars, because I think that's the last thing I would think about chatting about.
Exactly. Jason says they're getting shipped out little by little. He likes the cleaner look. The action is improved, if you can believe that. I can't wait to see it, man. I cannot wait to see it, Jason. When you say the action's improved, I'm not sure how that can be possible, but yeah. And yeah, I think it'll look a little cleaner, but I have no problem with the way they look before either, especially with my number 80 that has the Timascus lock bar. It kind of gave it more Timascus.
Mm-hmm.
Floridian, what up, man? How are you? Welcome. It's an inside joke for watch geeks, this whole spring bar thing. Okay. Yeah, Detroit, you love them, so you better get in there and buy one. Now that he's shipping the Gen 2s, he's going to be doing a pre-order for the next run of Gen 2s, the Gen 3. I don't know. He's going to do another pre-order here very soon. All right, so speaking of watches, what were you wearing today, Alex? Were you out and about? What did you do today?
Oh, I went to the gun range this morning, and I had a good time. I didn't, as a matter of fact, it's funny you mentioned that, because the watch I was wearing, when I got in the car, I was already gone early in the morning to go catch the, the cool weather, I guess you could say.
Yes.
And I realized the watch I put on was not the watch I should be bringing when I go shooting. I never like to wear an automatic watch when I go. I like to usually wear like a G-Shock or something like that, because of the shock, right, of the gun.
Yes.
And especially like something where like the watch itself is maybe more a little bit like, in-house movement. So I had the Yema on today. Okay. This is the Yema. Here, let me just take this thing off. This is the Yema Superman with the maxi dial.
Okay, cool.
And it's got a cool, nice little in-house movement. And these are legit tropic straps that I put on it. 41 millimeter, a little big for me, but the straps kind of saved it. But unfortunately, the bracelet was just no-go for me on there. I should have bought the 39 millimeter. My other Yema is a 39 mil. It fits a lot better on my wrist. But yeah, I carried this watch today. Okay. And I had, you just sent this one back to me. The glow-in-the-dark Herman.
Yeah, that's a cool one.
So I figure I just bring this out because it's just a nice little clean knife, fun to carry. It's really comfortable in the pocket. It's not like overbearing or anything like that. So I really enjoyed that.
Okay, cool. And CPM says he's sitting next to someone wearing a Royal Oak. That's very cool.
Love those. I have a couple of Royal Oaks, and I very much enjoy those.
And it sounds like Dirk's getting a Rolex. I know Wilson's buying in March when we come all out for your birthday, right, Detroit? I think that's what I heard.
You're buying a
Wilson
Rolex?
is wearing his Pam 1314 with a new blue strap. That is a cool new strap. I got to see it earlier. And he's got the Yojimbo. Very cool. Did you ever buy a deep carry clip? I think I sent you a couple links for that.
I like the Yojimbo and the Yojumbo.
Exactly. And then now you are left-handed, but you shoot right-handed, right?
I do.
So, and you wear your watch on your right arm, like a left-handed person would do, but yet you shoot right-handed. What about baseball? Do you bat right-handed or left-handed?
I will bat left-handed.
And golf, hockey, anything like that would be left-handed also?
Yes.
Just curious. Okay.
So the story behind me shooting right-handed is because I am very, very dominant on my right eye. And when I was in the Marine Corps, you shoot rifles. My left eye has always been very weak. So naturally I have to, line up a rifle with my shoulder and Therefore, I have to shoot right-handed. I didn't really have a choice.
Right.
Was it uncomfortable? I don't know,
You get used to what you get used to. I think you're
now,
right. And CPM is right. Alex is a little confused with his brain and handing.
No. They call it ambidextrous. That's what they call it.
Ambidextrous. Okay. Well, I am right-handed, but yet I wear my watch on my right wrist. So it does throw people off. So maybe I'm the confused one. And today I had the Omega Deep Black Planet Ocean, all ceramic.
Beautiful.
This watch. It's one of my most worn watches. And in my pocket, I had the RJ Martin Q36 SS.
Beautiful.
Also, one of the knives that I carry. I don't know about the most, but a lot.
You carry that one a lot.
I carry this one a lot. Kentucky Man says, I'm right-handed, but played basketball all my life left-handed. Batted right-handed, but fielded left-handed in baseball. He's a mess. I shoot right-handed as well. Yeah, that's confused.
Well, they always say
we're all confused. Yes.
When they always say that if you're a lefty, they always say you should shoot with the hand if you can that lines up with your dominant eye. They always say that's easier for you.
Yes.
And I have a lot of friends that shoot cross-eye dominant where they're pushing the pistol over just slightly, and that works fine too. It's just really all comes down to preference or what you're used to. But it's just like guitar playing. Actually, that's another one. I have guitars, and I've been playing guitars since I was 12.
Okay.
And they're all right-handed guitars. And the reason for that was because if you bought the exact same guitar left-handed, it was an extra like $250. So my reasoning was like, well, you can have a strong strumming hand or you can have a strong fret hand. So I'm like, who cares? I'll just have a strength somewhere else, and I'll buy the cheaper and more available guitars. Because if I play right, not only are they more expensive, but I'm very limited to who makes lefty guitars, right? Or which models.
Yeah.
So
I
hear that. It's not a left-handed friendly world.
No, my sister's left-handed. So yeah, I get it. I had to deal with that growing up. Not that it was a problem, but I kind of was aware of left-handed people growing up. My sister always had to sit at the certain side of the table and all of these other things that, she was not discriminated against, but they never had certain left-handed stuff and whatnot. So
even scissors, man.
Scissors was the thing. Now, there is a store in San Francisco on Pier 39. It's the left-handed store. So every time I go up there, I had to take a picture of the store and text it to my sister because I'm in the area and whatnot. So yeah, it's pretty funny.
Look at Detroit. I'm cross-eye dominant. I shoot like John Wick.
Yeah,
that means you're canting the gun, right? Because that's what John
he shoots
Wick
all sideways, gangster style.
Yeah, and I
agrees it's not left-handed friendly world. Nope.
Yes. Nope.
We
Any
can't
other
be
lefties in here?
And
who's left-handed in here?
And same with knives. There's not a lot of left-handed knives. So
very true.
Most of my left-handed friends carry their knife in their left pocket, and they just carry it in, backward, the way the clip is, right? So they've just learned how to draw their knife with their left hand and kind of flip it around and use it. I
carry my knife right-handed, and I use my knife right-handed.
Because you are, as said earlier, confused in life, and you're just very much more.
I don't think I'm confused. I think I was forced into it too much, and now
I think so.
I welcome the right hand. I welcome it,
which is good. To be that ambidextrous and be able to do certain things certain ways, I think is a good thing.
But then you always wonder, would I be much better if I did it with the other hand? I always wonder that. If I was going to be a better shooter or whatnot, like if I started shooting lefty, because the natural thing, if you say, Alex, go pick up that gun off the table, first thing I'll do is I'll grab it with my left hand.
And then you pass it to your right hand to shoot?
Yes.
Interesting.
So, I mean, if I'm at the range, I pick it up right-handed. But if
Yeah.
you were to just ask me, like, and I
Hey,
would
go pick
just
that up.
do it naturally, it would be the left that would go for it. So, what's up, Luck Knives?
Luck is in the house. Now, Luck should be calling in and joining us from the Salt Lake City area of Utah today. I saw that he left Las Vegas day before yesterday, I think, to drive towards his new station in Utah. So, hope that went well, Luck, and that you're getting probably not even settled in yet, but you are in that area, and I hope it all gets settled in nice and easy for you and the family.
I got an interesting text message. I'm going to show this one because I think it's bunk. It's one of those setups. I always think it's good to like show people these things because you just never know. Like, people are trying to rip people off so hard nowadays. So, for
Okay, what do you got?
example, I just got a text message from a random phone number. It's got a logo on there that says Valley Strong Credit Union, right? It's pretty good looking. It looks like a legit logo. And
Yeah.
it says Valley Strong Credit Union, an unauthorized transaction for $565.00. That's one clue. Has been detected on your account. Please visit this site to dispute now.
Yeah, no. Don't click it. Don't do nothing. People, be smart in your texts and your emails. I am pretty anal about that. Like when I get an email from like AT&T and they want me to verify my account or they want me to do a survey or something, I just go to my browser and I go to AT&T.com and then I log into my account and then I do their survey because I don't want to click the link in the text or the email that they just sent me because I don't
So I'm
trust
just gonna,
that stuff.
yep, I'm just gonna block this color and I'm gonna delete it and pretend like that never happened.
So Jason at BC Edge says he is cross-eyed dominant also. He shoots firearms right-handed, but bows, archeries and stuff, left-handed.
Oh, interesting. Very interesting.
Al,
I guess it does feel kind of like a different kind of like tactile from like pulling like an arrow to like a gun. I don't know.
Right. And then Al says, which hand do you flip knives with? I think I do all of my stuff right-handed mostly, but when I'm sitting here at my desk in my office doing work and whatnot, I am over here with my left hand flipping knives out of screen and during conference calls sometimes and things like that, because I can totally manipulate the knives with my left hand over here because my right hand is over here on my mouse doing what I need to do.
The thing is that so I actually manipulate knives right-handed. But the thing is that like for pistol shooting, knife handling, all these things, all these like fine motor skills that you get, to me, the hand that you write with would have finer motor skills, more stability, you know, and all that stuff because you've been putting pressure on this finger like this since you were a kid. And then to, you know, especially me, I grew up doing cursive when I went to school and you know, growing up in France for the first few years.
Oh,
so that requires a lot of, you know, like motor skills. So I would say that I still think I would probably be a better shooter if I shot left. Probably do things better with my left. At least more finely done.
Right. And Luck Knives says he's pretty ambidextrous, but he has to shoot left-handed because I'm pretty much blind in my right eye.
So he's just like me, except opposite.
Says the guy who makes knives for a living now. Well, this part-time hobby living. And I've seen some of his pictures he sent me with his hands all cut up. I understand why now. Got to use your good eye there, Luck. Just saying. We won't harp on that, but you know, next time you send me a picture with some cut up hands, I might make a comment.
But that was fun. Yeah,
it is more of a hobby. Yes, Luck is making knives as a hobby. He has a full-time job. He's in the military, and all of that. So that keeps him pretty busy, and just got reassigned, restationed, relocated. I don't know what you guys call that, from Nevada to Salt Lake. So very cool. Only because I don't often go to Vegas, but I often go to Salt Lake. My best friend is there, and I go there once or twice a year. So now I have a chance to run into luck more often because I'm actually in Utah quite a bit per year.
Nice. My right hand is a blunt instrument.
Okay, so yeah, CPM's opposite. His left hand is more finely tuned, but I'm right-handed, and his right. So I think we're all very unique, and it's really what you grew up with or what you've maybe practiced.
When I
If
saw
you've
this
always
comment
practiced doing something with your off dominant hand, well, then you're just going to be better at it.
when
There's
I
no
first
rhyme
saw
or
that
reason.
comment, I thought he was just saying I roll a blunt with my right hand.
Oh,
because I just saw blunt real quick.
All right, we won't get into that, but yeah,
that's funny.
All right, so what do you have on tap for watches in the future, Alex? Is there any watches that you're looking at or for and wanting to add to your collection? And are there any watches that you are looking to maybe get rid of from your collection?
I'm not planning to get rid of anything at the moment because most of those watches I haven't reviewed yet.
Okay.
But I think out of like the 75 or so that I have, I'll probably sell 50 of them.
You went kind of hard and fast when you got into watches. Because you've been into watches, what, like 2 years?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, that's about right.
Okay.
And but yeah, no, like I wanted to, I got excited. I just modded I made another Casio mod one recently. I did that SKX mod kit, which I'm working on editing a video for. I did a little screen mod on that one too. I gave it like, red lettering and numbers.
Okay.
And came up pretty nice. But as far as stuff I'm looking to get in the future, there's a couple Yemas with the mini rotor that was kind of eyeballing a little bit, but I think they're a little bit overpriced for what they are. But they make a really cool like field watch. And then I'm really considering a Sin 104 because I reviewed Giros and I really liked it. That's a great watch, man. I mean, for the money too, it's not all that much for what you get. I mean, he's got like a little bit more expensive, he's got the special edition like everything else he has.
Yes, he's got some good stuff for sure.
He's got amazing stuff. I got one of his Seiko tunas, the Marine Master that I'm slowly working on a video on. And that's another watch I was planning to buy. As a matter of fact, that's why he sent it to me. Because
okay, cool.
I was letting him. We were talking about it because I knew he had one. I was like, yeah, I'm still kind of thinking about buying one. So now I got to wear one, and I really like it. It's really nice too, man. For Seiko, it's like the upper kind of echelon for a Seiko.
Yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
Depending on which level you're at, not Grand Seiko or nothing like that. But like $1,700-$1,800.
Yeah, I had the yellowfin tuna. It's a remaster. It was the 027, I think. Yellow dial, 1,000-meter water resist, titanium case. I had that one for a while. It was great. I loved it. It was black titanium case, and so it had a black silicone strap, which I just didn't love. So, if there had been a black titanium bracelet with it, I might have loved it more because it was either too tight or too loose. I couldn't get it to where I really liked it. So that one got sold off.
That can happen. What about you, Dirk? What are you planning to buy?
Well, I've got a
Rolex. I think I heard like in the comments.
Yeah, so CBM says, the Rolex Yachtmaster 42 is dope. And we'll just add this over here. Here is the titanium Yachtmaster that he came out with, which is pretty dope looking. That's not the one I'm looking at. And this
Dude,
one's
that
nice
bracelet.
also.
Oh my god, man. That bracelet on that first one. That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Look at that buckle, man.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let me pull this down and see if I can find the one I'm looking at. I am looking at a Yachtmaster. It is, got to go here to configure. It is the two-tone Ever Rose Gold chocolate dial.
Oh shit.
The one I'm looking at.
Fancy.
Yeah, I'm not ready for full gold. I don't think I'm that baller yet. But two-tone, I could totally do. I've tried on that watch before in a 37 millimeter, which was too small. But in the 40 or 42, it's really nice. I don't even know if this is going to let me do it from here.
I think the first time I buy myself a fancy watch, I think it's going to be an Omega. I'm not ready for Rolly. Rolly's too heavy for me. Unless I sell the knife box, I guess, to get one Rolex.
You can't go wrong with an Omega either.
No. And I think to me, like the Omega is just as good of a watch. Not value-wise, but
well, I could get into. We could
spec-wise.
really blow up the comments now, and since Detroit is in here and whatnot, we could say that
Detroit.
Omega actually technologically makes a better timepiece. So, I know, yeah, Detroit, who was wearing his full gold today. Yeah. So here it is. This is not like this. Oh, jeez, it didn't even open it that way. Damn, I'm trying to work my thing so it opens it open here. And here, let me go like this. My screen kind of froze there. Give it a second over there. Oh, geez, I'm gone now altogether. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Maybe.
Yep. I think.
Okay. All right. So my other screen is trying to load up a picture of the watch that I'm looking at. So did that get any comments going here? Like
a couple of good ones. We got. That's a nice
Chaz
watch.
says, yeah, the SBBN 027. That's the yellow one, I think, right?
Yep. That is a nice watch. I had Dirk show me a picture of it.
Cuban link chain. Exactly. Speedmaster is a great watch. Watch Sixtus here.
That's funny we mentioned the Speedmaster.
What's that?
I said that's interesting he brings up the Speedmaster because to me, like it looked like the Speedmaster went really, really hot when those stupid
moon swatches.
The moon swatches came out, but I'm not hearing shit about neither one anymore.
No, the Speedmasters are awesome. I just actually,
I think it's a cool watch.
My AD just had one the other day that was a full gold with a green dial. Wow. Yeah, it was pretty awesome. Geez, I picked the wrong one to share. Sorry. This is going really terribly. Can't even
That's all right.
Screen right. But what are you gonna do? Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, and I have one of Dirk's watches right here.
Share this one. All right. So this is the one I am looking at. This is on a used AD like site. I couldn't find the Rolex site.
That's
wasn't
pretty, man.
cooperating with me. But yeah, so it's Ever Rose Gold, chocolate dial, 40 mil. It's yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I love speedies because of the heritage behind them, and plus I'm a car guy. I've been in the automotive industry all my life. I've been part of racing stuff before, and chronometers are really cool and all that good stuff. But I was waiting till that fad kind of went away, and eventually I think, because the one that I wanted the Speedmaster, which those are going way up in price. I should have bought it like a year ago, but the Speedmaster reduced, they used to sell pretty good on the used market, but they're going up now. But I like the
I'm not
reduced because it's a little
sure what
smaller,
the reduced one is.
Yeah, the reduced.
But
I don't
these
even
aren't
think they
bad.
make the reduced anymore.
6600.
No, not at all.
6600, you can get into them. And then they do
Yep.
go up from there, of course. They've got them in gold. Here is the one that my AD has coming in for a client. I think it came in this week. And then this is the one I believe that I saw in person, I think. But yeah, I'm not a $40,000 watch guy yet. But this one with the leather alligator strap or whatever, I don't remember if it was this one or this one. I could totally do. I'm not a $30,000 watch guy yet either, but could totally do one of those.
Yeah, it has a really nice. It's clean. It's busy but clean.
Yes, and I did a video on a Speedmaster. One of my local friends here, Levi, lent me his.
The Daytona.
And I got to wear it around for a couple weeks. I think I gave it back to him. It was awesome.
Spartan says, I need a Daytona. I like the Daytona. I can't afford it. That's the problem, I mean, affording, I guess I could sell just a bunch of crap and just have a few nice little items, which if I ever get out of this hobby, that's probably what I'll do.
Thanks,
like out of the YouTube and doing all that. But for right now, for me, it's better to have, like, compared to you folks, lower end gear and be able to play more often going out and buying stuff, Otherwise,
True.
like, yeah, for me, I'll wait for a little bit.
Yeah, Omega is better in space than Rolex, and yes, here on Earth, if you really dig into it. Rolex does a great marketing job, and yeah, I want another Rolex. I mean, I have 3 Omegas, so I have 3 Omegas. I put my money where my mouth was, and I've got 1 Rolex. So, just saying.
You put a little picture of a little race car. Yeah, I know that's a very famous watch, the Daytona, with a lot of celebrities. I think Steve McQueen was one of the guys that used to push that. So the third of your knives behind you.
And then we get you into Daytona. Or if you want to go
I
Rolex,
think it would take more than a
still
third of
giving
my knives. I think it would take more than that. But
nah, I mean, the Rolex stuff is, if you can buy it at an AD, it's reasonably priced. Good luck getting stuff at an AD is the problem. But I think that's why I've gravitated more towards Omega. I bought my first one here in Napa. Just walked into the store, told the guy what I was looking for. He didn't have one, but he took a Planet Ocean off his wrist, said, try this on. It's the exact same size as the one you're looking for, and same weight, same everything. Wear it around the store, look at some stuff and whatnot. And I fell in love with it. And he got the one I was looking for in a week later because he had already had one on order. And I went in and picked it up. And then
I remember that.
2 more since then. I mean, 1 more from him and then 1 from my buddy Homer. So
yeah, and he sells a bunch of other cool watches too. Like, he's a Tissot dealer and a bunch of other things, right?
Yeah, he's currently a Tissot dealer. He also is Omega, soon to be Tudor, hopefully, maybe. He's building a new shop across the street from where he is now, which is under construction and opening either around Halloween this year or January of next year. Depends on construction. Because during holidays, he's not going to open and move the store.
Now you mentioned Tudor. Now that's actually a brand I'm interested in. That would be a step up from where I'm at, maybe a couple steps up from where I'm at. And
Tudor's pretty cool. I just did a video on a Tudor that my buddy Cliff sent me from Alaska, as well as his Grand Seiko. He sent me a Grand Seiko and a Tudor GMT.
yeah, I like the Black Bay 58.
Yep.
Everybody likes that watch though, but I like it.
Yeah, the Black Bay GMT that I have in is pretty cool too. The Diet Pepsi is a very cool watch.
They're doing good with value too, I've noticed. They hold value pretty well.
They do, and they're obtainable. You can get them at retail, and they hold their price pretty well. And, you know, they're not, even brand new, they're not overly expensive. So, I mean, I know it's all relative, but they're not in the tens of thousands like Rolex. You know, they're in that 3 to 7, 3 to 9, like depending on what you get. But sure, they probably got some gold ones and fancy stuff too. But Tudor is super obtainable, if you will. Much like Omega is pretty obtainable as well.
Yeah.
Rolex is just hard to get. It takes time to build a relationship with an AD, and you know, you got to play kind of the watch game and stuff like that. But
yeah, I got to spend $100,000 to get the watch I want finally.
There is some game playing, but not a lot. Like, you really just need to build a relationship, and building the relationship with an AD is not hard. I have built a very stable relationship with my Omega AD just because I go in from time to time and say, hey, what's going on? And he kind of likes some knives. So I go in, hey, I got this new knife. Check it out. And his watchmaker in the back, he's into knives. And so I go in, I spend 15, 20 minutes there just hanging out, looking at all the same stuff he normally has, showing off whatever I'm wearing because it's not always an Omega. And so I'll show him if I get a new watch or something like that. So we just kind of become friends by just going in and talking.
Right.
And that's what you got to do with your ADs for Rolex, is you just go in, talk to them initially, tell them you're looking for a Rolex Daytona, a Rolex Explorer, whatever you're looking for. And then don't pester them, but go in every so often and say hi. Don't even ask about your watch. Just go in and check out, what do they got? How's it going? And just BS with the people and build a relationship so that they remember who you are.
Yep.
Life is not hard. And
I disagree.
You'll get in and they'll call you and tell you they got your Daytona in. No big deal.
Yeah.
You just got to be ready when they call. So don't ask for stuff you don't got the money for, because you never know. You may hit it off with your AD in that initial conversation, and they go in the back and they get what you want, or something along the lines of what you want. And they may come out that first time you go in and say, yeah, I got this watch here. Do you want it? And it's 12, 14, 15 grand. So don't count on it taking months or years to get. You may just get in and get it. So be ready.
That's funny you mentioned the whole like secret back room where there's stuff. That's kind of how Recon 1 operates, you know?
Yep.
If anybody ever goes to Recon 1, you'll see all the they're the Shirogorov dealer and everything, and you'll see like a gazillion Chris Reeves, a gazillion Shiros, and this and that. I shouldn't say that. It's a small store, guys, but there's a lot of knives in there. And then, but I only know because of James. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
So, but in the back, there's like, there's all kinds of treasures back there. Discontinued treasures actually are back there.
Absolutely. Again, it goes into building a relationship with your watch AD, your authorized dealer, or your knife store. Build a relationship with the guy at the knife store, and he'll call you maybe and tell you, hey, dude, I know you always talked about this knife X that was discontinued years ago. Somebody traded one in. Somebody wanted something different, so they sold it to me because whatever. It's just building a relationship. Chaz talks about the Tudor Pelagos. Pelagos? I don't know. I don't care. I'm sure it's wrong either way, but that's a full titanium watch from Tudor, and that is a cool watch. It really is.
That is a cool watch.
It is hard to beat for the price.
Yep, I'm familiar with that one.
You just wear that. That could be your everyday watch, and you just wear it every day for 20 years, and it will serve you well.
I think that watch has a nice story too. If you guys ever get a chance to look into it, where it came from and all that, it's pretty neat little story.
Yep, I know a lot of people that have had those. The blue dialed one is just a beautiful dial. So that Yachtmaster, back to your original question, like 27 minutes ago, is that Yachtmaster is on my list. I have a couple different Rolexes that are on my list that I have trouble bouncing between this one, that one, the other one. But I think that two-tone chocolate dial Yachtmaster is the next Rolex. Outside of Rolex, maybe another Omega here or there, and there is a Vacheron Constantine that I would love to get at some point.
Oh, man.
I'm going to really just kind of go up there and up there and up a level. Up a level. Yeah.
That is quite an up the level. And I want to just make it clear, everybody, I want to bring this live on the podcast because Dirk offended me highly. He sent me this pink donut thing here, knowing how I feel about this donut stuff.
Dude, that's like a blood oath coin.
Actually, I thought it was kind of cool. This is the first donut theme anything that I've ever had, and it's only because Dirk gave it to me that's still here, but I thought that was actually kind of neat. I'm starting to collect these things. I got this one too recently. That's the Long Beach Police Department. One of my customers gave me this one.
Sweet.
Yes. So, yeah. I'm starting to collect little challenge coins. I got one that actually went to Fallujah from a Black Hawk pilot. Black Hawk pilot gave me his personal coin as a token of friendship. And yeah, so I just been collecting these little things. They're kind of neat, They always tell a story. So I always thought that was cool. But thank you, Dirk.
That is very cool. Yeah, I've gotten some coins. My brother was in law enforcement, so I have one from his department. I've got some from some other like YouTube viewers and stuff, their departments, because I have some law enforcement friends also. And so
you may get another one.
Pretty cool.
You may get one.
That would be
one more. We'll see.
Awesome. Hobby Bobby asks, which VC model am I interested in? It's the Overseas in the blue dial.
Beautiful. Look at that bracelet.
Yeah, and it comes with like a leather, like an alligator strap, a rubber, like it's, yeah. I just think it's a beautiful blue watch. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's where like simplicity. It was less is more on that one.
Less is more. It doesn't even hack. Like, you can't even stop the second hand. So, like, whatever. I don't care.
Oh, it doesn't hack?
No, it doesn't hack. One of my friends has this exact watch. Yeah. Well, my buddy Anthony, the Odin's Custom, world's greatest Odin Custom collector. He has this watch because it matches his car. The color matches the blue of his Maserati.
Nice.
I think he bought I don't know. He bought one of them to match the other. I don't remember which one he bought first.
First world problems.
Dirk has a lot of friends. Dirk has a lot of acquaintances. I call these people my friends, but they're really just acquaintances. Friends are overrated. But yeah, so at some point, maybe the VC Edge or the VC Overseas.
Nice, good choice.
At like some $40-something thousand. But so that ain't happening anytime soon, guys. It's not happening anytime soon.
I thought you would have bought a Hulk before you bought that.
I do want a Hulk. A Hulk would be great. And I had an opportunity to buy one recently, but Dude still wanted more than I thought I wanted to pay, so I didn't. Yeah, I do want a Hulk, but I think out of the Hulk and the VC overseas, I think I take it overseas now. I don't know. I'd have to consult with my watch connoisseurs there, Detroit Spartan and Wilson, to see what's the better one, the Hulk or the overseas. I'm guessing they'll say the overseas as well.
Look at the CPM. He says, I bought an Alexei Konigan. I don't remember. I don't know how to say his last name. Decepticon 1. But I do know this maker and this knife.
Yep.
From a Russian driving a Maserati.
Yeah, see, Wilson chimes in. Get the VC over the Hulk. Yeah, the overseas is beautiful, Chaz. That's not happening anytime soon. Honestly, I need to stop buying shit because I'm trying to buy a house or looking to buy a house. I went to a couple open houses today, just a look inside of Dirk's personal life. I am looking to potentially buy a house. Saw a couple today that were pretty enticing. So I don't know. Maybe make an offer, maybe not. That's a big decision, man. I've been renting this place for like 10 years. That's scary.
That's as long as I've been in my place too, actually.
So yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so I got to stop buying knives. Although I did just buy something the other day. I haven't even told Alex about it yet.
I'm not gonna talk because I haven't been spending any money on knives or watches in the past few months. But I have on my guns, so
right.
So the hobbies need to take like turns. This month I need to do this one. Okay, this month I do that. But so this box right here, guys, that you see, actually is full, and it got so stupid that I had to buy. There's another one of these, like half size, right next to it, right over here. So I got too much shit. I got to a point where it's very funny thing to say, but I think I've gotten to the point where I'm completely content with my collection.
Okay. I'm pretty content also, and I'll get into that in a second here, but I want to hit this comment. It's time to buy a bunker and go off the grid, Dirk. It's funny because maybe a year ago, I think I still have it as a link in my phone. There was like a silo site in like Kansas or Missouri, like in the Midwest somewhere, that was for sale at kind of a reasonable price. And it had like, you go down the silo and it had a whole house that was built out. Like, it was pretty awesome. I was like, damn. And
that would be pretty cool.
Nick is in escrow right now. He sold everything except for about 5 customs and a few users to fund my new spot. It sucks.
It doesn't suck, man. You made the right move. It doesn't suck.
I think you're doing the right thing. These are just things.
And you can get more later.
Money. They lose money. Like this lost money. I mean, we can get into that as a whole topic on its own. Like, sure, I have made a little bit of money selling a knife. I bought it at a good deal. I sold it for $500 more. Sure, right? Generally speaking, though, you're not making money off of knives, even custom knives. There are a few exceptions on some custom knives. Certain makers may demand a higher value on the secondary market. But generally speaking, knives are not an investment. Same with watches. Generally speaking, they're not investments. Yes, there are the occasional watches, hard to get. You bought it at retail price, like, okay. But getting a house, that's the way to go, man. And I've thought about, if I needed an extra 10, 20, 30 grand, I could sell some knives. I could come up with some quick cash. My goal is to not do that, but it might happen.
You know what, Dirk? While we're talking about this, and then I got this one right here. RJs keep going up and up. This
Dude, people
brought up.
people
This
keep
brought.
offering me big money on this production one.
Oh, I'm sure, man.
Like this ZT, collab thing.
It's a
I could make
factory
money on
custom,
this.
man. It's a factory custom.
Yeah.
People love those.
I could make money on that one. Like, yes, you're gonna make money on some knives.
But talking about making money, I just gotta say, in the last few months, especially, I have seen some crazy, crazy, crazy prices for shit lately. Like high, like very, very high. Like I kind of almost feel like people are starting to just charge whatever the fuck they want now. Which you can, but
Yeah, you and I have
so
talked about this.
we were talking about this last week, right?
Yep.
And some of you guys that are out there collecting and all that, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's more a subjective thing. Should we even get into that?
We can. I mean, I want to hit this other comment here just because it's funny. Hey, at least you didn't spend $250K to Dyna 2 with a PS2 controller. Yes. I just, we're just going to leave it at that. And then Detroit, yeah, the two houses I'm looking at don't have guest rooms, but dude, it's Napa.
You're near the vineyard.
Offline, I'll tell you some crazy prices, and you guys will all slap me and tell me I'm stupid to spend that kind of money on 2-bedroom, 1 baths. I'll explain that in the group chat later because that's not for public consumption. But yeah, talking about the knife world, it's funny because I've seen some knives that I thought should go for more in auctions. And
yeah, like yours.
less. Now it worked out for me, and I'm not like, I think a lot of things played into that particular auction on the Todd Fisher Battle prototype. It was right before Blade show when the auction happened.
That's probably what happened.
That's the only thing, but I'm still shocked that it wasn't double what it went for. But then we see other knives like the Stan Wilson non-flipper, and it hits the scene, and for $21,500 it sells in like 60 seconds when it hit the website.
What about that Shark Nivco?
And then there's a Shark Nivco, and I love Edison and his wife Mariella, and I have a Shark Nivco Ryu. It's in for spa. There's one for sale right now for like $14,500, and that was an auction price that he bought it at auction for $14,250, and I think he's selling it for $14,000. I think that's what it is. I don't want to misquote. But that was an auction price. Now, granted, it's San Mai and Thai Maskets, all the exotic material, the normal.
It is a gorgeous knife,
right? It's beautiful.
Most definitely, like top notch for even.
But it's not 14 grand. Like, you can't, in my mind, Dirk's personal opinion is, if I buy something at auction and I overpay for it at auction because that's what auctions do, and I've told myself now, there's a few knives that I have that if I were to sell, I would just do an auction because that's the name of the game these days. Yes, you're going to pay top dollar at the auctions at the shows. And back then, that's the only place you could buy a Ryu was at an auction at a show. So they went for 7 to 14 grand, 7 to 15 grand. That was like the going rate. On a plain Jane one was going for 7 to 10 grand. I don't think that on the secondary, you can then turn around and sell it for the auction price. But you can, because people...
You can, but it doesn't make sense to me.
It doesn't make sense.
Because, like the actual maker's price is probably at least half that.
Yeah, for that fancy one. Like and it happens a lot with the Wakas from Shark Nivco. Yep. Table price is like $1,100 to $1,500, depending on if it's totally plain Jane, just titanium or carbon fiber or camo carbon, right? There's some variances. So let's call it 15 on the high end table price. And I think that's even too high. I think they're like at 1,300 is their highest. You can't buy one for under 25, maybe 22 on the secondary market. So people are making $1,000 because the availability.
But,
you can't get them.
But what's going to happen it's a big gamble, man, because you don't know where that thing's going to be in a year or two. It could go either way. It's a big gamble. And Luck Knives mentioned Michael Walker, 100 grand right now. Yeah, that's a lot.
That guy makes like 3 a year.
Yeah, plus Michael Walker is
at
like a legend.
Another level.
Excuse me 1 second.
The Michael Walkers are at another level. They are, I don't even know what to compare them to.
Michael Walker is the one who invented the whole liner frame lock system. And he is a legend. And he makes art knives. Art knives is something completely different. And most of his knives, even if it's the same model, they're all one-offs of some way, shape, or form. I'm a huge fan of Michael Walker. I will never be able to afford a knife from Michael Walker. I have chatted with Michael Walker a few times online and stuff. And great dude, man. But now you're talking a knife from, like, let's be fair. That guy's a knife legend. You know, like, it's like getting a knife from the guy who made the original Rambo knife, right? Like Lyle, or like one of those guys. Like, it's different. It's not your today's like Kurt American or like Shark Neveco. It's a different platform of knife collecting altogether. But that being said, like Michael Walker, then there's Mr. Lake, makes really expensive knives too. Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. So, but yeah,
that's a good. Of Michael Walker's Instagram here for those of you that are unaware.
Yeah, look, everything's gold leafing. It's all engraved. I mean, and you know, like, there is not one that looks like the other. There's nothing production about anything that this man makes. So, you know, something from him. Obviously, I couldn't see myself spending like, you know, 100 grand on a knife. But you know, for him, I would consider paying a lot more than most makers, just for that very reason. He's an OG.
Yeah, for sure. So you're gonna pay some for that, like, you know, for the name, Michael Walker, Stan Wilson.
That's another example. Stan Wilson's kind of like another legendary maker, right?
Yep.
And you know, like Rad Cleaver, like I want. That guy's a legend too, man. Makes his own Timascus, everything. I don't know if all knife makers or knife collectors know about Colin anymore as much from Rad Knives, but I've been following him for over 10 years. I don't think he's making knives anymore, but he's made other stuff too. I remember he did a lot of what do you call it? He makes parts for engines and cars and stuff. Worked a lot with muscle cars. I remember one time he made these Timascus flaps on a supercharger inlet. It was so dope. You know, that a guy like that, you're talking like that's a true artist, craftsman, can absolutely like make magic with metal, you know. So
yep.
There is different levels, but I just feel like, yeah, it's been so crazy lately with pricing, like 3, 4, 5, 6 grand just doesn't, I don't know. It's not like completely out of my budget, but then like at that point, my point was like, oh, well, now if I'm stepping into 6 grand, I'm not buying that. I'm looking for somebody else, right? Like a upper level kind of maker. And then if it's okay to sell a knife for 10 grand, but then like for 10 grand, maybe I would look for like a Fisher Battle or something like, of that type of thing.
Right.
But lately I've been seeing a lot of newer makers, guys that only made like knives for the last 3 years, and their shit's going for like 6, 7, 8 grand out of nowhere. And it's an unusual time I see, you know? Kind of charge whatever the hell you want.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can make this play here.
What we got here? Oh yeah.
So this is Melissa Backwoods doing a video on a $100,000 knife right now.
Yep. And can you imagine all the time that took to like make something like that?
That's a Jürgen Steinauer.
But that one actually wasn't 100 grand. He makes $100,000 knives, but I looked further into it because I kind of got curious. I think that one was like 60 grand.
Okay, yeah. It's only 60. So yeah, you can spend some big money. Todd Rexford's not cheap either.
See, Todd's another legend though, right?
Another legend. I think I need a third job to afford all these knives.
Yeah.
Not just a second.
Rexford would be one of those that I'd be willing to like sell a bunch of shit and like spend to get one of his like singularities or something like that. Yeah, Rexford is a very good knife maker.
I don't know if I can sell anything. I mean, some little stuff maybe, but like I'm gonna sell a watch, like my Grand Seiko, that's up for sale. I haven't really posted it. I have a buddy that is talking to his buddy who might be interested. Or is interested, but wants me to hold it for a little bit, blah, blah, blah. So that one's going to get sold, I think, for sure. And I did just sell a Seiko mod to another buddy, to Tie Addiction.
Cool.
He's got to pay me still, but at the end of the month, I'm going to ship that to him. And then if I can sell a Grand Seiko, that would be great. And then what am I going to buy? I don't know. I'm not going to buy anything with those. That's going to go either into the house fund, or I'm thinking of being stupid and buying like a 49-inch ultra wide monitor, super ultra wide monitor, actually. But I don't know. We'll see about that. It sounds really cool, but I don't know. I don't know anybody that's actually used a 49-inch monitor. So if anybody has a 49-inch monitor, please let me know. I would love to hear about it.
That's pretty cool.
Another one that I would like to kind of get, I think, is a Rockstead Shin.
Oh yeah, Rockstead makes good stuff too.
Yeah, when they tell you in the ad, in the like paperwork and everything, that you shouldn't use this knife on a plate because it will scratch and cut your plate, your china, your Corian plates, there's something about that blade that's special. Yep. When they tell you to be careful, don't cut your steak with it because you're going to cut the plate.
They're heat treat masters. What's interesting?
That's a whole different thing.
What's interesting too is they like to do a lot of convex edges too.
Very much so. I don't know if they all are. I mean, all the shins are convex.
Mine's a convex too.
But I think most, I think most all Rocksteads are convex blades.
And I think they give you lifetime sharpening, if I remember right too.
Yeah, it's all lifetime sharpening that you have to ship back to Japan.
And on a full polished blade, I most definitely would send it to Japan.
Ship it back. I'll figure out how to ship it back. I just got that.
There black DLC ones, the polished black DLC they do.
Yeah, I got that Duhara that I just got. That Duhara is pretty cool too. I just did the unboxing and a little YouTube short of it today.
That's a beautiful one. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy. All blacked out, stainless liner, stainless pocket clip, like everything else is blacked out with red abalone. Oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful knife.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy makes great stuff. I think his dad makes knives too.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. His dad's I think the dad is like the more intricate
like the master, and then the son is learning the trade type of thing or whatnot.
Well,
I love those father and son
dad is more like but dad is more art knife, and then son kind of like he's artsy too, but a little bit more towards the tactical. You still find like a flipper from him and
Yep.
like frame locks. I think dad's got a little more tradition in him.
Okay. Yeah, that one that I've got, I don't remember the model name of it. Little stronger detent is the only negative I have. But that's just a personal thing. That's really a personal thing because the detent is good. I would just like a little bit stronger detent on it. But other than that, man, that thing is crazy beautiful.
Dude, we got David Freeman from Freeman Knives here.
Freeman
Wow.
Knives in the house? Dude, that's somebody we probably need
Sweet.
to have on here too.
I know, man. I've been keeping I haven't ever really talked to David before, but I've been eyeballing his knives for a few years. And he's one of those that gives you the most excellent price for what you get, and his work is good. Like, it's solid, man. And the knives really do look unique. Like he's got a signature to it. So that's really cool to have you on, man. You need to come join us one of these podcasts. Good to see you.
Reach out to check out our normal channels, or we'll try to reach out to you on Instagram or something, and see if we can set up some time for you to come and be a guest on here. I've done a couple of videos on some of his knives that people have loaned in and stuff. They're always fun and great, for sure. So cool. He says, good. Thanks. All that. Love to have you on. And there's a few other people we'll have on for sure. We'll have Bobby Legs back on at some point. We'll have him not back on, but if you missed the beginning and you just joined in now, Bobby Legs was supposed to be here, had some family emergencies. He had to bail on this and cancel his live stream, which comes up would have been on right now, but he had to cancel that for some family emergencies. So all the best to him, but he said he would make it up and come back on with us, or come on with us at a future time. So we will schedule that and have him on for sure.
I'm gonna have fun with the thumbnail for that one. I'm gonna put his logo there and put with Bobby Legs. I'm gonna put on the bottom for real this time.
There you go. Yeah, because Alex makes all the thumbnails for this. I set them up in StreamYard and on the YouTube channel and all that. But Alex really has the template for the thumbnail, so he does all the thumbnails for the channel. And at some point,
sorry guys.
At some point, we are talking about and working on a logo, maybe, because just the E up there in the corner kind of bugs us. And I don't know, we're gonna get there. We'll see.
I was thinking about the logo thing today, actually.
Yeah, I've been thinking about a logo for my own channel, even though I'm kind of anti-logo over there, just because of the drama I've had going through that in the past. So I don't know, we'll see. But now we're kind of rambling. So I think we're in a good spot. I thank everybody for joining. Any last words from Alex? Any last comments or questions from the group out there?
Yeah, any few questions, anything?
Give it a minute here, and then we'll sign off and let people have their evenings back.
Yes.
I should probably film some videos, but I just, after rambling here for an hour-ish, I don't really feel like it. So go kick off my shoes and relax the rest of the evening myself, I think. I'll film more tomorrow, but anything from you, Alex?
Not really. Go subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, the Watch Cut channel. Go subscribe to Dirk's sorry, my camera's in reverse. Go subscribe
check out
to
our
Dirk
normal channel for sure. But if you're not going to watch any, then don't subscribe. For me, I'm going to go on an anti-subscriber campaign, I think, because I don't know. That's a whole different video. We'll talk about that later.
It's too late for that, Dirk. It's too late.
No. Like the more subscribers you have and people don't watch, that actually doesn't help your channel. That hurts your channel, because if nobody's watching them, then YouTube thinks, well, hey, even these people that are subscribed to him don't watch. We're not going to then show it to a bunch of other people. So it's a whole algorithm thing. Not that I'm really here to care much, but it is something that I've noticed. But like I've said many times, I got a real freaking job. I go to work. I sit here during work every day, Monday through Friday, all day. So I have a real job that pays all my bills. and buys all my knives and watches. I don't really make much out of YouTube, but it's not going to be a full-time job. I'm not going to do YouTube the right way. I do it the wrong way, not intentionally. I just do it the way I do it. And yes, from the books I've read and the articles I've seen and the videos I've watched, I'm doing it wrong. And that's okay, because I'm not going to be like most of these other guys and beg you every time to use my affiliate links and join my memberships and do all this stuff.
That crap got too stressful for me, man. Like I almost thought of like, I almost kind of like thought about that, like trying to work algorithms, this and that, and try to post more often. It was like a few years back, I was starting to like almost post like 4 videos a week and stuff, and it was just getting too stressful. I'm like, I'm not even having a good time right now. So I just stopped and I just do what I do. And when I'm ready to make a video, hopefully like the content is, you know, better that way, you know, because I'm in a better mood to make it and whatnot. It's usually like I'm like once a week. I am not posting as often lately because I'm in the middle of trying to make a career change, and so I'm studying a lot and doing a lot of that. So if you guys don't see me posting on Instagram much or that crap, I'll be back, but I'm just in the middle of doing some stuff. I'm trying to be a cop, so it's a lot of studying and it's a long process. And so sorry guys, but I'll try to post more often if I can.
Yeah, and David, I'm going to ask Tony about that. Tony lends me a lot of stuff, so he is a huge supporter of the channel. So I'd love to get him to send me his VC overseas, but shipping stuff like that is a little bit above and beyond. But to ship a Freeman knife, no problem, I'm sure. So yeah, so I very much like you. I just do what I do on YouTube, and if people watch, great. If people don't watch, great. If I make any money, great. If I don't make money, great. Like, I don't care. I would like to reach certain subscriber goals, I think, but it's just a number. It's a bragging number at this point. It doesn't matter at all what your subscriber count is. It really doesn't matter. It's the big dick contest, and I hate that. So,
once you're doing it to make a living, I guess it matters, but if
I guess it matters at that point, but no.
If we're doing it for fun and just to hang out with you all, you know, that's the reason why I think me and Dirk both do this, is just to have fun, hang out with friends. This is our free time stuff to do, you know?
Yeah, it's about having fun and enjoying and being an average guy that's not going to beg you to sign up and use all my affiliate links and all that, because I don't have any. So, like, I mean, I have 2, but like, that's it. I don't care. If I make money, great. If I don't, who cares? There you go.
KF
that's a little bit about
me. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Yep. Awesome. Hey, CPM, if you're ever in Napa, just let me know.
Oh, speaking of that, I get to hang out with Bad Monkey next Friday. Troy.
Oh, really? He's going to be there?
He's like, hey, do you know where Hermosa Beach is? I'm like, yeah, that's the neighboring city of where I work. That's like 15 minutes away, a 15-minute drive from my job. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be there from this date to this date. So me and him are going to go hang out on Friday. I've been friends with him for years and chat with him on IG, and he sent me knives, a review, and all that stuff. So I can't wait to finally meet Troy, man. The Bad Monkey is an awesome dude. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah,
I still have his knives, so I'm just going to hand it to him.
Well, he's probably flying back, so that's like...
Oh, maybe. Well, but he says he's bringing me more knives to like, he's giving me some for like a giveaway or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember where he is now.
He's in Colorado.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
So when you all are flying out here and you're all in LA, you know, hit me up. Come and visit.
Yeah, anybody in Southern California, look for Alex. Anybody in Northern California, look for me. And yeah, I'll drive out to San Francisco. If you're going to be in San Francisco or something, I'll drive out there and have dinner, lunch, whatever with you guys. It's all good.
Jason said, trying to get that subscriber reverse psychology.
Damn, Jason, he picked up on that, didn't he? Jason's a smart MFer. That dude is
yes, he
one
is.
smart cookie. Like, yeah.
Very.
So.
I know, and
All
I
right.
should go hang out with Jason too, because he's only like an hour away.
Yes, and next time I'm going down to Southern California, I'm going to try to get through there and see him on my way down to truly SoCal. So.
Maybe next time I go see my parents, I'll send him an email a couple weeks before I go, see if he wants to hang out. Just grab a bite to eat or something. Cool.
Yeah, dude, Gott's is expensive, CPM. That's for damn sure. But it's so good. Gott's is a local burger place. Oh, so good. But for two people, you're like 40, 50 bucks. Burgers, drinks, and fries.
Yeah.
Their chocolate shake thing. Oh, yeah. VC Edge, a question for you from Lord Needham. Are your books open at all? I am going to say reach out to him on his website. His email is there, and ask him tell him what you want, and he will most likely put you on the list. And this is Dirk, my understanding. He'll probably put you on a list, and he'll build you something similar to what you want, depending on what it is that you want. That's custom.
Yeah. Jason's
That's how
a cool
I did it.
dude
That's
too,
how
man.
some other friends have done it. And then he'll probably be doing a pre-order here soon. Next month.
He says next month. Perfect.
Yep. So yeah, so hopefully I can get one of the Gen 2s before he drops his pre-order, so I can do a video and then say, hey, the pre-order is coming on Friday or coming next Tuesday, and kind of give a little bump to that. So all right, later, Jason, thanks for joining in, and we're gonna say pretty much goodbye to everybody too, or else we'll ramble here for hours, and I don't want to just drag it on and on and on. So
yeah.
All right, guys, thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate it.
I might actually buy one of those V2s, by the way.
Dude, you need a VC Edge. You need an interface.
Yeah,
just telling you, you need to have one.
Yeah. All right. I said my piece.
All right, guys. Have a nice night. Have a good week.
And we'll see you guys all on the next one. I think Dirk froze, so we'll see you guys later. Bye.